are we not as an industry making huge mistakes if we are just providing a generic storage calculation and then giving it to the likes of Secure Logic to provide the hardware? Are we missing a trick?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is where there's no standard process here either. If you are taking a generic operational requirement and using a generic formula to work it out, then you get a generic answer. Now, I can provide something against that generic answer, but it's not going to be optimized. So, okay, we might be able to take two servers and put that into one physical product based on your calculations. But is that physical product massively overspecified or underspecified? And that also happens, right? And then what ends up happening is the customer buys something, it doesn't actually do what they need it to do, then you end up buying more of them. But one bigger one is cheaper to run and to buy than two smaller ones. And so there's lots and lots of other bits of optimization that can happen. So using generic calculations based on a sometimes theoretical operational requirements is also not particularly helpful within the industry to try and achieve the goals that we're all striving towards. What should be done on every project is actually look at what do you actually need. Do the calculation properly, align all of those settings, make sure that you've actually tweaked those settings. The number of system storage calculations that we see done by other people that have 100% default settings applied to them. I think, but not every camera is in the same location. That setting is absolutely perfect for reception, but your data center is almost empty. There's nothing to be done there. And your front entrance, the camera's looking at the road, and the road's really busy. So how can you apply the same setting across everything? And that comes down to the individual camera settings, the technology that you're using, the features and functionality that's available. And the more specific that we can be, the better it is. And obviously, we are taking a guess, right? There's no two ways about that. Until the camera is actually mounted, looking at some real footage, you are just taking a guess. But the better the educated guess is, the better it's going to be for the person footing the bill and for the solution as a whole.
I think seeing complexity is one of those areas that when people truly understand the impact that has on the wider system, not just from the storage, but also the network infrastructure, that's one area that needs to be considered.